How about that, guys? How about Switchview? That was awesome. We're going to ask them a couple questions and get deeper in what they're all about. You want to start off, Justin?
Yeah. So, what first got you guys into music in general? And we can kind of run down the line with
Should
this.
we go chronologically?
We can do... Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Well, first, there were hollow logs. And we beat the... Oh, later than that?
Later than that.
Okay.
Right, first came the dinosaurs, but they got fat and
Right.
lazy. Right, go ahead.
Jay was still there.
Yep. Jimmy Smith playing the organ was like, I heard that, and I went like, I have to know how to do that.
But you didn't. But you don't play the organ.
We didn't see me play the organ. And that like threw me into a whole like, what do bass players in jazz tunes do?
Right.
And that kind of, you know, how do you make that work in a whole bunch of things?
Yeah, root it off from there.
Yep. And still going on.
Chronologically, it's me next.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. My grandfather was a big band piano player in New York in the 40s. And some of my earliest recollections, and I'm sure even before I remember, was sitting on the piano bench next to him, listening to him play. And for the rest of his life, I spent a lot of time there learning the piano, learning the guitar, listening to the songs he was doing, and trying to keep up with him. So that was it. It's genetic. I had no choice.
Well, chronologically, I guess I'm next. I grew up in church, so the earlier part of my life, I was mostly exposed to a certain style and certain feel of music. As I got older, being around my aunts and uncles, I would have the opportunity to hear jazz and start listening to the radio, hip hop, and different styles. So I got more and more involved and wanted to emulate the different styles that I heard, and got more and more opportunities as I got older.
Sweet.
I started the same place Eric did. It was just a different church in a different state. My mom was the youth choir director, so again, it wasn't optional. I either had to sit and watch choir or be part of it. And I think I was singing Technicolor Dreamcoat by 5. At least some of the words. It's a tough
They
one.
didn't let him play the
I
harmonica.
played
Actually-
Technicolor Dreamcoat as soon as the rights were released.
Two of my great grandfathers played harmonica, so I had one of those at the same time, about 4 or 5 years old. Yeah. Not saying I got better at it.
But it's in the genes.
Somebody's.
How would you describe the music that you typically create?
That what?
Hours.
How would you describe the music that you guys create?
Hours.
Yeah, hours.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Crafted by the sum. It's more than the sum of the parts.
Yeah. We don't let, what kind of song is this going to be, limit what we make. Chandeliers started out as a punk song, and then we wanted to do it as a swing song, and we didn't like it, so we did something different. We do perform some punk music that is original, because it worked out that way. We do rock music. We've done reggae and metal.
So you'd say it was all kinds of genres kind of blended.
Yeah.
We just took everything he's done, everything he's done, everything he's done, everything I've done, and we kind of threw it in this pot.
We threw it up on Johnny Ramone's shoes.
That too.
That
Johnny
was him.
That was the other way around, though.
Oh, he threw up on your shoes. I'm sorry.
And we made this like stew out of it. And we let it cook for like a long time.
Reduced by half.
Reduced by half. Like, when you're talking about culinary stuff, they say, and it gets thick and it gets rich and it gets juicy and it gets all the good flavors all the way through it. But it's not one flavor. It's everything that you put in there.
Yeah.
And they come together. And that's the music that we do is the church music that Eric started out with, and the choir and the big band and the Jimmy Smith jazz, like all that stuff finds its way in.
I could definitely hear all that influence in there at different points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what keeps it interesting.
And
'cause
then we bend and twist.
you wouldn't
and
expect
stuff.
it to go there.
Yeah.
So, what would you say then your creative process is like when it comes to
Chaos.
who starts out? Is it normally start in the guitar? Is it start in the bass or the drums?
Mercs
It
starts.
with the
I get a
Mercs.
bad idea. That
Like
they,
putting a band together called Switch Foo.
that they like. That's what happens. I get a bad idea that they like. I get a lot of bad ideas they don't like, but when I get a bad idea they like, I let these two, the music director and a composer, take it and run with it. And I like you play. He plays this chord in one song, and he's like, "No one in this room tonight will know that they don't know that chord." And there will be 30 guitar players there. And that's what I like about our music. We can play stuff that, is on a different level while playing a 2-5-1, 12-bar blues.
Right. That's good.
For me, I like the fact that everybody has a voice in the band.
Yeah.
I've been in many situations where just do this and don't do nothing else. Don't say nothing. This is what I need. But
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed being a part of a band that the creativity that I bring to the table is meaningful. It means something and it's respected.
Yeah.
We do a church beat in a punk song, and it was your idea.
Right.
Because I don't really know punk music, but
Yeah.
it's still, you count the 4 the same way.
Right. But it works that way, but it doesn't, like Eric says, is talking like his creativity and him playing the drums, but it also works. Jay will play something and Eric will say, "Oh, you played this. This would sound cool." Or there will be a drum part and I'll say, "Eric, on that fill, don't come out here and
Yeah.
play." What were you talking about the other day? The little bring
Right.
on the bell of the
Right.
ride cymbal.
The hi-hat.
And,
Hi-hat,
so
yeah.
we work like, dude, you have a great part, try this. And he says, "Well, Bill, this chord sounded cool and this chord sounded cool, but this one didn't quite work there. What else you got?" And it's all of us.
Yeah.
John will have a vocal line and he'll say, "Sing this with me here, sing this with me here." And we go back and forth on like what the harmony parts are and who's going to sing what. Or he'll write the lyrics out and say, "This isn't really the way that I heard this in my head. I don't know what I want, but I want something like this."
Yeah.
And then the three of us are like, "Okay, let's." So everybody gets input into everybody's piece of it.
That's good.
I think another piece too, especially for me, I'm not a drummer that just has memorized beats. I feel what I'm playing.
Right.
I'll throw out what I feel, and it's like yay or nay, try this or whatever. And I enjoy that aspect because for me, that makes it feel like the music has life. It's got a life of its own.
We can be tight, but with a heartbeat.
Yeah.
It's
So you're
not
kind of
just
you're kind of
mechanical.
creating on the moment,
Yeah.
and it just starts pouring out when you're playing, and
Right.
different influences just come.
And then hoping we remember it next time.
Yeah.
Always an issue.
Right. And I have let me see how far outside I can get before Jay slaps me.
We all have bracelets that say that.
So I got another one
Dope.
here. How do you guys feel that the internet has impacted the music business?
I honestly don't think it did. I think that it made it more complicated. But what is music business? Create a good product, play it well, and find customers and put it in their ears. That's the business model. Has how you do it changed? Yeah. Has any other industry not changed? No.
Right.
Every industry changes over time.
Right.
It's has blues ever blown up the world and succeeded more than rock and pop? No. So it's all a matter, can you make great music and find a way that people will listen to it and share it with people who will like it.
Yeah.
That's the whole business of music. And The truth is, and you all know this because you're all music creators. Even if you fail at it and you made something good, you'll die happy.
Right.
So if there's one thing you could change about this music industry, what do you think it would be?
I would make more people take Jay's classes. Because I've sat in them, they're really good.
Cheers.
I would make more people take any class.
Yeah, just take it professionally. Like.
But what do you want to
be
see
a hack.
changed in the music industry? Is there anything you'd like to change?
I'd like
If you
to see
could.
the musicians get more of the money. The people that actually create the music, the producers, the engineers. I'd like to see the people who are part of the content creation, not just the musicians, but everybody in the creative process.
Yeah.
Needs to be more of the reward aspect. You look at video production, movies,
Yeah.
and like people know who they are, and they don't have to have made a mainstream film to make it.
Right.
The same way. Are there indie bands that succeed? Yeah, and I'm really happy for them in every genre.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that supporting local music and supporting people who, they're not in a big city with contacts at a major studio who are going to get them noticed.
Right.
They don't have that political connection. I'd like to see, as a world and a culture, support local artists who are creating good material, not just music.
Right.
All kinds of art, because that's how you positively influence culture.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that standpoint for sure. Definitely think everybody should be supporting local in general. I think that's good.
So what would you guys be doing right now if it wasn't for your music and your music career?
I'd be dead.
Which one of us would you move in with?
I would,
I
honest
hear
to
that.
God, I'd be dead.
I hear that.
What did he say?
I know my music's my life. I mean,
Right. Music is all I. That's all I do. I mean, this is my living. So, and I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
It took me until I was 63 years old to get to the point that all I had to do was play my guitar and write music and teach. And boy, I'm not giving that up for anything now.
and it doesn't matter about the highs or the lows. Sometimes you make little money. Sometimes you make a lot.
It doesn't matter.
When does the
Yeah.
lot start?
Right? When does the lot?
Sign him up.
The lot was when we were working in the 70s. That's
Yeah.
when we made a lot of money.
Well, it paid the same.
No, it paid more.
Oh, paid more?
Yeah.
It paid the same as what we're getting now.
No,
but back
they're
then
saying-
it was more.
No, that's what they're saying.
Yeah,
Is
a
it
little bit
paid
of both.
more?
No, we used to in the 70s we used to play in South Jersey and make $1,000 a night like nothing.
Wow.
All the time. And studio work was $75 an hour, and I would go from one room to the next and get $75 and go and make another 75 and go make another, and I'd do 4 or 5 sessions a day.
Wow, that's the dream.
I was a teenager.
I did too, though. I did it too.
Yeah.
In the same studio as him. Way back in the day, but I never met him. I didn't meet
Which
him.
studio
till-
was that?
Well, I worked at American International and at Frankfurt Wayne, both of those. And you worked at
American International.
International.
But if you could get 4 or 5 sessions in a day, you could make $350, $375, $400 a day,
We were.
and still have time to go play a gig that night.
Right.
No, we made way more money then.
Yep. Put this back. Thank
So,
you.
so what's next for you guys?
We got a festival.
We do. In
Yeah, and it
the
looks like it's
beginning
gonna
of
happen.
November, we have a festival that has been rescheduled twice,
Because of the health issues. Yeah.
and so we're finally going to get to play that. What's next for us depends on a lot of things that are not within our control. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we would. How many gigs have we dropped?
30 and 33 and counting.
Right, 33 and counting this year.
5 of the venues that we were supposed to play at and couldn't play at have closed since then.
Yep. Yeah, I actually saw your post on that
Yeah.
Yeah.
earlier, and actually was encouraging other people to kind of really weigh that out. You know what I mean? And I've been sharing a lot of stuff on, some of the pages that I share as well, about certain things, just anything across the board, because I follow the ASCAP daily briefs and stuff like that, so I read all that stuff that kind of comes through, and it's
the people
crazy.
at the corporate level are expecting 2 to 3 year hiatus before anything happens.
Yep.
So like if on the plus side, when it's warm enough out to play outside again, we'll be there. We'll be ready.
Right.
And if there's no shows because the health doesn't allow it, and we want everybody to be safe. We want to be safe.
Exactly.
Then you know what? We're gonna take the winter and go write however many songs we can write.
Right, we're going to take the opportunity and write a bunch of new material.
And we've still been practicing the whole time through. After a couple of weeks of we went back to rehearsing, and many bands didn't.
Yeah, you're right.
So when the world opens back up,
we're going to be ready.
We might be better than we were before.
And you have
There's
new
no
material.
Well,
Right.
we don't. Any band who's an original band plays covers because they have to. So we would really we have plenty of great cover material. We've redone some in our own way, but if we have
For better or worse.
right. But when there's a lot of very successful bands that have hundreds of original songs, they don't have to play covers, and that's always a goal.
Yeah.
That's something you aspire to, and we're really close to that. So we have the time. Why wouldn't we go and write 15, 20 more songs and be able to play a 4.5 hour show with no covers?
Yeah.
And that's something. That way, the whole show is ours, and you don't have to worry about somebody else played that song, whether different, better, whatever than us, or we played it better.
Right.
It doesn't matter. We want to play our music.
So what was your favorite performance as a band that you could say?
tonight.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, because this is way fun, and we're not. I'm not my house.
Censorship.
We're gonna censor that.
Yeah,
We're already gonna have to censor Mr. D.
You should
over
take
here.
his classes.
I'm not in at home. We got to play, and at least there was somebody who was listening.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Hopefully many more.
yeah, right. But it was something we got to contribute to something that was bigger than us. Whereas most of the way through the whole lockdown thing, we've been contributing things, but it's only us that know.
Yeah.
So I say tonight. I always feel like the best show I ever played was the one I just finished.
Yeah.
Nice.
And in this
Quotable.
band, that's true on a lot of levels. We really work. We really push each other to not just play a song better, but to be better at what we do.
Yeah.
Constantly. And if we played a song for 4 years and just don't like a section, so what? We rewrite it.
Yeah.
We change it. It's a song. It's an expression of us.
Yeah.
So if our expression can be more us, then let's be more us.
Fantastic. I think that's great. I think that'll do it.
I know one of the things that I enjoy playing with this band from the time we all started.
Always listen to the drummer.
Yeah, I know, right?
John had some dreams and expectations that he wanted with this band. And throughout the course of time, I've seen goals set and goals met. And I enjoy being a part of something like that. Like, it's meaningful. It's not, like he was saying, playing with a cover band and it's like, it really don't matter.
Yeah.
I feel like this matters, our music matters.
They make more money than us.
To a point, yeah. Very much.
But
Yeah.
So what?
So, but I'm just saying, you've set goals and we've met them. We've met every challenge. Getting to a point of wanting to play out of town. We've done that now. We've got out of the area. The festivals, it came, but COVID kind of killed the majority of it. But we got it. It happened. We were accepted in. So, see where it goes from here. What the new goals are.
One of the things that was brought up was who have you opened for? Who would you want to open for? It's like in the blues world, he opened for B.B. King. We've opened for Savoy Brown. Are there bigger bands than that to open for in the blues scene? No.
We opened for Johnny Winter. We
Yeah.
opened for I opened for Delbert McClinton.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we've been lucky and we've had some nice opportunities.
Yeah.
You know.
But so like that's like we've Jason Ricci.
Yes.
I mean, you know, great musicians. We've been really lucky to do those things. So like I want to do more shows with people we know.
Yeah.
I want to, like, we have friends all over the world. I want to go to, you know, St. Louis and do a show with Marquise Knox. I want to go to Chicago and do a show with, you know, Omar Coleman.
Yeah.
We sing about him.
Yeah, I want to do a show with the songs of the people that Mercs have written about. I mean, we play with Bill every time we play. So that's one down.
Most of the music's written about.
Jay's
One down.
Yeah. I would love to do a show where we like play with Parliament because this guy had a band in the 70s that shared a venue with Parliament, but they never played in the same place on the same day. They never saw each other.
Played the same place, but not on the same day.
Right.
Parliament refused to play Sunday matinees. Even back in the really late 60s, they wouldn't play them. So when there were 6-night-a-week shows that had a Sunday matinee attached to them, they wouldn't play them. And I played in a band called Everyday People, the original Everyday People from way back in the day.
Before we had birth certificates.
And we got hired to do every time Parliament came to town, we played their matinee. So a whole bunch of people who thought they were going to see Parliament ended up seeing Everyday People. Which opened a lot of doors.
That's awesome. So do you have anything you'd like to say to your fans or your future fans?
We miss you.
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
Yeah, we do. Big time.
It's been days. I'm getting a headache.
Yeah, we miss them. You know,
We'll be back. It'll happen. Music will be out again, and when we're out and about, by all means.
And we hope to see you
Come
here
see
again
us.
on a happier note and a different time and place.
And if you want to pretend you can see us, go to our Square site and buy him chicken dinner. Or buy him a shot of something brown. You know, you can even buy my kid a lollipop or buy Jay I forgot.
And you guys can always donate.
You can give him money to buy a
Donation.
bandana.
You guys can always donate.
I'll change the website to say bandana.
Right?
Yeah, so donate and get his kids a lollipop and get them a chicken dinner.
Yeah.
No, but for real, these guys really need support. They put a lot together.
Thank you.
And they're an awesome band, so I think if you guys could support them, that would be awesome. And I think they would appreciate it very well.
And then go check out their socials, as we will have those connected as well.
And go see all the local bands you can. Go see Yam Yam. Go see, John Catalano. Go see Justin Angelo. Go see everybody play. Not just one genre. Go see if you like one kind of music, but you don't know where it's at that night, pick something else and go see it. That's something that's missing from our world right now, is people just going to see something new. If they don't see what they want, it's available online, so you got it at your fingertips. That's cool and all. You're not going to get an emotional connection from that. Put the remote down, turn the TV off, go see something, participate in life. That, and even if it's not music, go to an art gallery, go to a park, get outside.
Go to a play. Yeah, do something.
Yeah.
Go get some chicken.
Hey guys, it's Justin
And Jamie.
from Creative Sound Studios Online. We really appreciate you guys tuning in, subscribing, and watching these local artists perform.
We really do this from the bottom of our hearts. And with your support, we can continue to help performing artists and musicians. So if you'd like to donate, there's a donate link on the website. Only give what you can. I really think you're going to enjoy what's coming up. And once again, we thank you.